Hi there, everybody. I'm Jennifer Angel. And okay, so I'm sorry I missed this week. I had, let's say I had computer issues. And of course, with Mercury retrograde coming up, I wanted to, it's like I have to change over now or wait until after Mercury retrograde. So, and that's coming up this week. So I managed to get that all done. And here I am back again. So apologies for that. Okay, so let's have a look at what's happening for this week, April the 1st. So we're right in between two eclipses now, and so the energy is very intense. I'm sure many of you have felt it. And then, we just had the lunar eclipse a week ago, and that was in Libra. And in Libra, it's, great because it's all about relationships, but because it's a lunar eclipse and very intense energy, the full moon, it just can make it like a make it or break it time. So there's no guarantees that relationships are going to be amazing. It can also be challenging, and it could signify both. Okay, so things can come to a head during this time, and that can give you a chance to just to gain closure. And sometimes we just need to do that, and just so we can move on. And when we gain closure, we then open that space up for someone else to come in, or something or someone or a situation to change. Okay, and in the other sense, then yes, it could bring things to a head and make things much better as well. All right, so what happens with an eclipse, particularly a lunar eclipse, if things aren't going well, it's going to just go wham. You have to look at this. If things are going well, then it's okay, let's move to the next stage. So it depends on where you are with your relationship and where you are with your personal growth, how that's going to go for you. But at the end of the day, if your relationship has developed cracks, then this is a great time to really improve that and give it a chance to mend things, and that certainly can strengthen a relationship. Okay, so for sure, the eclipse energy can go either way. Try to go with it because it's all life lessons, isn't it? Sometimes we've got to figure out what we don't want to be able to know what we do want, all right? Okay, so this week also Mercury will enter its retrograde transit. So this is on Monday, April the 1st, and it's already been in the shadow part of this transit. So many of you, I'm sure, have already felt the change coming on. I certainly have. And as I said, I was so pleased just to get that computer order in and delivered and set up beforehand. Okay, so very pleased about that. If you've got any sort of major technological purchase to do like that, then I would suggest doing it like now, straight away, or just wait until after. It takes about 3 weeks for the retrograde to come out. Okay. So you want to remember that it's in Aries, and you want to remember that everything has two sides. There's two sides to everything. So in that case, Mercury retrograde is no different. So, it's good not to, I don't like to buy technological things particularly. I've tried it, I've gone against it in my life and gone, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Life doesn't wait for Mercury to come out of retrograde. It's never really worked that well for me. So it is one of the things that I'm quite strict about. However, on the other sense, Mercury retrograde is great to getting things done, for planning and diving in and getting your plans, organized, getting your goals organized. Let's not forget in Aries, it's about doing. They like to make a difference, so when you make a decision, then, stick to it and follow it through, okay? It's about what's doing right for you too. Aries is about you. That first quadrant in the zodiac is about your self. So in that sense, of course, during the retrograde period, it's always great for research, getting things set, setting the foundations so you can get organized and you can just follow through with it. And as we move through the week, then Venus is going to make her way out of the dreamy, beautiful Pisces sun sign into the more passionate Aries sign. And at this time, actually just before Venus makes this move, she's going to conjunct Neptune. So the Venus-Neptune conjunction, it's very romantic, very inspirational, and somewhat sort of fanciful. I really love this. And it's a time to have some fun, for sure. So in that sense, the whole Venus vibe that's going on at the moment is very, very nice because it's romantic as well as passionate. So, it brings that together so you can get excited about going out and meeting people. And, depending on what went down for you during the lunar eclipse, keep in mind that in 1 week more, we're going to have the solar eclipse. And so you can, very well feel a big difference because what's happening during the lunar eclipse, and if you're closing off on things, that then opens the door for a new start when the solar eclipse comes, okay, which will be in Aries, all right? So the lunar eclipse was in Libra, and for the lunar eclipse, it's a full moon, so the moon and the sun are opposite, and the sun is in Aries. But the solar eclipse, which is a full eclipse, so it's very, very, powerful. We'll cover that more next week as well. So everything seems to be going on in Aries right now, and the week concludes with Venus in what's called a sextile astral aspect with Pluto. Now, the sextile opens up opportunities. It's like opportunities, options, and possibilities. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, The Holiday, and she had that book of possibilities. I love that. A great movie if you haven't seen it. So, Pluto, there's a couple of movies called The Holiday, so you have to, it's the one with, it's up in the mountains, so I can't even, got a blank on the actors at the moment, but I'm sure some of you will know what I mean, remember it. So, with Pluto, so, with the Pluto element in here, Pluto likes to get real and dive down deep, okay, to see what's really going on emotionally. So you can deal with more critical things, things that perhaps are stopping you from moving forward. You can gain great realizations during this time, just to break through your fears and beliefs that can be holding you back, okay? But just a little footnote on this, when you're breaking through that realization, just before you break through, it can seem like it's really emotional and really difficult, but like once you break through, it's like, yeah, I get that now, and you know what, I don't need that anymore. And I have those breakthroughs sometimes where I think, why am I holding on to that? It's like, it happened so many years ago, it's not even relevant in my life anymore, so you want to just keep that in mind. Sometimes we just hold on to things, and every time you repeat it or tell a friend, then you bring that energy back in. So just leave it, get rid of it, and don't think about it, don't talk about it, okay? And once that sort of happens, so you got to remember that Venus governs relationships. So in this placement, it's more about the relationship. With Venus in Taurus, it's more about the relationship that you have with yourself. When Venus is in this first 3 houses like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, that's more about you and the relationship that you have with yourself. So this can bring opportunities to change, to make that relationship, and then in turn the relationships you have with others who mean the most to you, just count it a little bit more and delve into the relationship more. Is that what you want in your life? Not what you want? As I said, sometimes we have to go through and find out what we don't want to be able to find out what we do want, okay? So you can start wondering about whether people should stay in your life or not during this time as well. It's a good time just to do some spring cleaning of everything, okay? So be prepared. All right, so let's go through and have a look at the signs, each of the signs, and see what's happening. This copy is published in Star Magazine, okay? All right, so starting with Aries, get ready to turn up the volume, Aries, as there are big things on the horizon for you, and life can really take an unexpected turn for you right now, and for the better. You want to follow your dream. True love is about support and friendship. Remember that. And, pay attention to how you feel and trust your intuition. It won't let you down. Taurus, life is on the up, Taurus. It's time to set new foundations for the future, a solid base that can provide you with security. Nothing is sweeter for Taurus than security, okay? So don't get distracted. Stay clear of people who have drama in their life. Some people just love to have drama. It makes them feel alive. So try to stay clear of that, because it's just going to be a distraction. And when love pulls on your heartstrings, just make sure that friendship is also part of the love deal. All right, that's important. Gemini, your career can get a boost, and along with it, more responsibility. So it's like one of those things, be careful what you wish for, okay? Romance and love, that'll just happen when it's right, okay? So don't try to force anything. It's just a time for common sense thinking. Don't try to push a situation forward that's not ready, and remember, nothing is forever. Life does change. Cancer, you are too busy right now to notice any offers, gossip, Cancer. So don't get involved in it. Put the blinkers on, okay? It's good to be optimistic, but when people exaggerate, pay attention to this, okay? Just play it safe. Just cut their predictions in half, and then you won't get disappointed, and the people I'm talking about. Some people just, love to put an extra sort of exaggeration or embellish, what they're saying. It makes for a good story, right? So pay attention to that. Be mindful of it. Love can be anything you want it to be right now. The choice is yours, okay? And it's up to you to set your own boundaries. And at work, just pace yourself. There's a lot going on. All right, so Leo, you are exciting, dynamic, and flamboyant, right? Of course, we know that. So to attract the attention of someone wonderful right now, you want to show them the real you, okay? Show your inner dreams, your inner goals, what you want, and make sure that your values are aligned. And when it concerns money, just get organized with your game plan before you do and say anything, okay? Know what your situation is, okay? So you don't overcommit yourself. Virgo, a dream can come true now, Virgo. Get ready to think on your feet, because your expertise and knowledge on a certain subject can have you mixing with influential people. Now, remember, Virgo, you know your stuff, okay? So you don't have to always, get the book out and sort of open it and see what's, going on. I mean, you know your stuff. Be confident and self-assured that you really can, you're ruled by Mercury, so it's a thinking planet. You can recall any information at any time. Us earth signs, because I'm a Capricorn, we like to have things written down and we like to double check, all right? So just have confidence in yourself. And with love, you want to think and plan long term now. A frivolous encounter is nice, but that's what it is, okay? All right, so Libra, when looking for love, make sure it's with someone who fits your lifestyle. Otherwise, your schedules may never connect, okay? And with money, just double check everything now. Libra, particularly as we're going into Mercury retrograde, and just, avoid risky business. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't, or at least it's not right for you, okay? And on the work scene, get some balance, work-life balance in there. You want to watch your stress levels. Scorpio, love and money, they're a potent combination, right? So be careful that the lure of cash doesn't influence too much on how you feel about someone, okay? I mean, because money comes into the equation, but a relationship is more about what someone can provide for you. It's about connection as well, all right? So consult with your heart and your head, okay? Your head and your heart before you make what could be a life-changing decision. And you might go ahead with it, but you want to be in control. There's two signs of the zodiac that like to be in control mostly. One is Capricorn and the other is Scorpio, okay? I'm in Capricorn with a lot of Scorpios, so guilty of both, okay? So, and just having a look at what else is going on here. So if you want to you want to, like, at work also, like, take a step back and let others do the talking. When you ask more questions than then you're speaking, you get a lot of information back, and that's quite a powerful way to go. I remember people's favorite topic is themselves. They love to talk about themselves. So, just keep asking questions. You'll find out what you need to know. Sagittarius, the sun sends love your way, but beware, Mercury retrograde can send you mixed messages. So before you go ahead and do anything, make sure what you're hearing if from someone, look at what they're saying and what they're doing. Is that congruent? Okay. And don't overreact, though. Just see how things work out. Just let it go. Life has a way of just working out. And you can feel drawn between a quandary of, right now, should I or shouldn't I? So check in with your heart, make a heartfelt decision and stick to it. When you really honestly and earnestly check in with your heart, then you'll have your answers. All right, so Capricorn. For love to work, Capricorn, you need to feel comfortable enough with someone just to say how you really feel, okay? Just to share that intimacy with someone without feeling, that you feel safe enough to do that, all right? And, that level of intimacy and togetherness, then that's what builds memories and sets a relationship in, not concrete, but, makes it more committed, let's say. Now, you want to prepare to rework your budget with your financial situation, especially if it's related to your home. See what's going on and make sure you got more coming in than going out, and get your goals set. Okay, reach for the stars, Capricorn. Anything is possible this year, particularly. And finally, believe in yourself, okay? All right, so Aquarius, if you're privy to top secret information, be careful of how you handle what could be super sensitive data right now, especially if it concerns money, okay? Money and love are the most sensitive topics, aren't they? And Venus makes love really possible now as well. So, and for singles, get out, be social. And, for couples, just focus your attention on your partner, okay? Like, rather than think, what are they doing for you? What are you doing for them? It like needs to balance out, it's a give and take. And, all right, so for Pisces, Venus and Mars are in control of romance and passion, right? And a love union can come together for you over this period. So use your sensual powers just to create that magic and mystery. That magic and mystery is such an exciting time for love, particularly when love is new. But if it's not new, try to continue to get that magic and mystery and surprise and just being there, doing things for your honey, and just keep the love alive and that spark alive. Okay, so you want to get ready to grab an opportunity when it comes your way as well, so get organized. Okay, all right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye for now.